morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever in wherever you're watching me from. I really want to say thank you for how far you've made this video viral. Thank you for always liking my posts. Thank you for always sharing them. Thank you for always commenting. I see your comments. Thank you so much. I am really blessed to have you as a viewer because without you, there will be no me. Thank you so much. And I also want to say that we still continue our series on the Last Born Diary. But before we do that, I want us to digress a bit. I just want us to talk about the general being of children. You know, we are in the age and time of the Gen Zs. I don't really want to say much about them. I'm not a Gen Z, please. I am not. So I just want to say something about the old children. Gen Zs, they are very, like I said, let's not go there, please. Thank you very much. Okay, so today I just want to talk about accountability in children. Accountability is something that we, as adults, we own up to it. We see, most of us, anyways, feel like we are accountable for some certain things that happen in our life. We tend to want to be conscious around ourselves because we feel like we are accountable to our children, we are accountable to our spouses, we are accountable to somebody around us, our boss, um, workplace, school, our lecturers, anything. But because we are adults, we feel like we have this responsibility we need to nurture. So that's accountability. But we are not actually doing that as parents to our kids or as auntie, uncle to children, to the little ones. This will actually help them when they grow up. Because if a child is accountable to whatever is going on right now in their lives, when they grow up, they will become very responsible with everything they have. So, what is accountability all about? Accountability is for a child to be responsible with their behaviors, their actions, their character, their attitudes towards one another. This will help them a lot, and it will also take them far. Now, if a child is financially accountable to you because you feel like once is a season period and they get some kind of gift, like monetary wise, and they tend to give it to you and say, oh mommy, please keep for me, and they are telling you, oh mommy, I have my record. Yes, I have my record of the money I'm giving to you. And they come back to you and say that, mommy, I have x and x amount of money with you and I want to use it to do this and this. That's because that child is responsible and is actually telling you that I know what I'm doing with my finances. As little as that child is. Some time ago, I encouraged my niece and nephews to have a piggy bank. You know, little do they know that that will actually help them. Now, this piggy bank they have, they were saying that the first time they broke it. So the first one we did was not, it was just very small, just because I wanted to put it to test, because I said, don't worry, this will work. So we had a little one, and then when they get money from somebody, they put it inside of it. When they get money from somebody, they put it. So at the end of the year, we opened it, and it was a lot of money, like a lot, and they were so excited. And I'm like, yes, this is you being responsible because you're accountable for it. You get all the savings, all the money you got. That is them being accountable financially. So now this is the trend that built with them, and then the next one we had to do a very big one. And they're like, you know what, Auntie Sarah, I don't want to ever break this. I want to break it when I am probably going to a big school like college, or somewhere that I know that, oh, mommy and daddy, I will need a lot of money to do that. So this is them being intentional about their academics already. So, and also another thing is for their behavior, they are conscious. When a child is conscious of their behavior around people, I see most children are saucy, most children are very disrespectful. That's because the parents don't pay attention. They don't feel like there's a need for the child to be accountable for that behavioral attitude. But there is a need. Please, parents, let's watch it. The fact that your child will not be able to, greet or say those little things, their morning prayers, their bedtime prayers, and you think it's normal. It's not. They said, the word of God says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when it's old, he will not depart from it. This I grew up with. I grew up with that knowledge of me knowing that I need to make the word of God my companion. And that has always been what has made me who I am today. And I am saying this because I was never accountable to anything whatsoever. And that is why I try as much as I can to make every child around me accountable with their behavior, with their attitude, with their character, with their finances, or whatever I feel is a need for them to be accountable for. So I want to urge parents to be conscious of this effect, so that at the end of the day, they won't point fingers at you and say, oh, this is the mother that did that to that child, because at the end of the day, the whole blame will still come back to you. But once you are intentional about making that child be the best of the best and bringing out the best from them, it's you making them accountable for it. Because once a child is being insulting to the elder one, and you're telling the child not to do that again, and you're telling the child that this you need to be conscious of, this you need to be accountable for, you need to be intentional about it, and the child will learn. And also, we parents, we should also be careful. Let us also nurture them with our actions. Let our words, let it match with our actions. Let us not just say it and then we act differently or another thing. I remember one of my videos, I told you how I told my nephew, I think I was on a call or something, and I missed the person call, and I was there, but I didn't want to talk to the person. But because of the call was consistent, and I picked, and I did say I was not there. And I remember what he said. He said, "And sir, but you told me not to lie. But you were there. Why don't you just tell the person you were there and you didn't want to pick the call?" This is me already telling that child on that thing, because I'm telling him to do something else, and I'm doing something else aside of it. But please, let's be also intentional about we too being accountable to our kids, our children, our niece, our nephews, because these are the leaders of tomorrow. With the little things we do that we feel that doesn't count, it go a long way. So I am urging parents, and I'm also telling you to also help your children be accountable for the little things that knows that count, and to make them a better person in their generation. This will help them go a long way. And with this note, I just want to say that we're going to continue next time. I don't want to bore you with so much talks and all. I just want to digest in this, put it into action. I don't just want to come here and talk and then we are not acting on it. There's one thing to say it and there's another thing to act on it. Please let our words match our actions, and let our kids be proud of us. I love you all, and I hope to see you next time. God bless you. Stay tuned.